Good morning, everybody, and we're up. So today is day 28 in my entrepreneur journey. No, whoa, really not. Day 1021 in my entrepreneur journey. Slight difference. And day 28 in Imperium acquisition. And let's talk about today. So today started decent, right? Now, let me explain to you something. If we go over here, I'm going to go to my Instagram. Right. There's something I want you to take notice. We're gonna go not here, not here. I already explained the part with the burnout, but let's keep going over more. Right. So back then, keep in mind this, I believe I was 20, maybe 19 years old over here. 17, 26, 20, 24. It's now 2025 and I'm 21. Yeah, I was 20. I was 20 and 19. But something I noticed changed the last 6 months. In the past, I could say, as you can see here, wake up, work until like 4 a.m., and then go to sleep and wake up like fucking 8, 9 a.m. Okay? And I will do it consistently, right? 4 a.m., 4 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 5 a.m. Honestly, I don't know if this is the hour I slept or woke up, but I think no. Over here it is the hour I went to sleep because back then I used to prioritize just working the entire night until I realized it's much less effective if you're doing it and it works for you. Great. If not, maybe try to do something else. Try to really go to sleep earlier and try to work waking up earlier too. Now, the reason I mentioned this is something weird happened to me that never happened to me before in the last 6 months. So, yeah, what happened was basically I noticed something changed. I'm not able to do this anymore. And not the part that, just grinding and working until morning hours. I could, but it would be stupid because I know it doesn't work for me. But rather something different. Waking up on very limited hours of sleep really affects me now. Back then, it used to take like 3, 4, 5 days of me being on like 3, 4, 5 hours of sleep, averaging about 4 or 5 hours, and I could hold that. I could hold that at least for 4 or 5 days until I needed some rest, and by rest I mean like 6, 7 hours of sleep. But something really weird happened lately, which I need my 6, 7 hours of sleep. I never needed them before. Not to the level. I feel like I wake up, there's huge pain in my head, right? There's I don't know, maybe it's psychological, but I don't think so. Like it feels physical. And I also know the only important thing is not to prove myself anymore. I already proved myself in the point of, you know, that I'm able to do that, right? I sacrificed it before. Right now, all that matters, it's not my ego. It's not that I'm better. It's not that I can suffer. Yes, I can suffer and I'll suffer well, but rather just win. That's the only thing that actually matters. So even if I do it on 7, 8 hours of sleep, although I didn't get to it today. Let's say, for example, I woke up late today, right? I went to sleep around 2 a.m. I woke up 7 a.m. 7 a.m. Let's see. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, just about 5 hours of sleep. But yeah, we need to push to wake up earlier and sleep earlier, right? Yeah. Oh, also, the roadmap. We're finally starting to get some traction. Now, I want you to understand this. I'm in this for 27 days. This is the first day I actually started to really get something going. Now, it's not true because there was the understanding the fundamentals, picking a niche, conducting niche features, building niche avatar, blah, 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 right? But when you think about it, I went to the course already thinking I had a niche, and honestly, I did have, but it was too hard, and I was like, I don't know, I don't think this niche is working. Fuck it, I was stupid. But I think it's for the better because I really, really understand the niche I am in right now a little bit better, and I also know like the roadmap I have. But think about it honestly. Now that I got the critical information, it took me about I think like 4 or 5 days ago. I found the new niche, and I said I'm locking that in. Really need to put better description to YouTube. Honestly, I was just taking whatever the transcript going to be for this, pushing it to ChatGPT, and then he gives me the description. Maybe I'm going to do, a little bit better. I'll try something else. That's not important right now, but really think about it. It took me about 5 days, more or less, give or take. I think even less, to really find a niche, lock it in. That's important. Lock it in and actually do something about it. So I locked the niche for whatever amount of days this was before. This was not English, by the way. And now I finally, I think yeah, on Saturday night, I finally found, I started conducting the research about my niche, right? Which was, I think, 2 days um, after finding the niche, right? Conducting the research and using my knowledge of dropshipping, give right, my dropshipping knowledge to actually the process of the knowledge really makes sense to me, right? Because I've been in dropshipping for 3 years, right? And I did so much research, so I know it like the back of my hand, right? So I did the research. I found a really painful problem. I found a couple. Now we need to validate the problem and really see that it is not something just, this person. It is something that's recurring and everyone has this specific problem. Not everyone, but the majority needs to have this problem. I still need to do the 30 interviews, but I'm going to do it in the meantime. I don't think I'm going to finish the 30 interviews and then start going to the market. I think I'm going to really, really understand the problem. This is most important, right? We need to actually understand and clarify what is the problem. Okay, why is this the problem? Um, and of course, how do we solve it? But first, we need to understand the problem really well. So yeah, that's part of it. I already have some idea to the solution of the problem from my research, but I didn't want to take it off yet because I don't really. Yeah. Next steps are pretty simple. I need to really understand the problem. Be careful not to let resistance over research because it's something I'm known for. I'm saying it here. I'm saying it before it happens. And hopefully to prevent it from happening. So yeah. Yeah, 8 a.m. Let's rock and roll. See you at night, maybe. We'll see.